everybody, it's T.Boy here, and welcome back to Farm the Sacred Stones. In the last episode, we did it. We defeated the Demon King. He didn't really put up that much of a fight, to be honest, but then again, we just had all of our legendary weapons equipped and just rushed him down. So he really never even had a fighting chance. In this episode, or I should say, the first bonus episode of Farm Sacred Stones, we're gonna go back to the Tower of Valni. And man, has it been a long time have we been here. So this is the post game first off for Farm Sacred Stones. I know Fire Emblem post game, what the heck? But yeah, I believe this is the first Fire Emblem with like a post game like this. But this is called the Creature Campaign. So after you defeat the main story of Farm Sacred Stones, you get access to the Creature Campaign, which there's a few things to do here. First off, you can always battle these little, of course, the creatures that spawn in the overworld. And, well, you could also do the Tower of Valni, which you probably could have done, like, a long time ago. As well as doing the Lagdo Ruins, I believe it's called. Which is essentially just a more difficult Tower of Valni, which I'm sure that you should have probably waited until after you beat the game to take this on. I actually forget how difficult this is, but all I know is that this is, of course, way more difficult than Tower of Valni. So, the reason why I recommend doing Tower of Valni and the Ruins after you beat Sacred Stones is because there's now rewards to unlock after you do it, or after you beat the game. If you do this beforehand, you will not get access to this stuff, and you'll probably just have to do it again. Actually, I wonder if you actually beat the Tower of Valni, and then you start the Creature Campaign, do you get the rewards, like, right away? Because maybe the game says, oh hey, you already done this, here you go. Or maybe not, I'm not sure. Anyways, I really want to go to the armory. Everyone has pretty much weapons like that are like good enough, though I just want to get some better weapons. Actually, I don't want to go to this armory. I actually did not set up anyone. I want to go to the Roasting Court to stock up. Let's actually get the who has the, I forget who has the, okay, you do, of course. It's actually been a hot second since I recorded, by the way. A lot has happened since last time I recorded. I think the last episode, the final episode I recorded was, when was that? I'm just kind of buying a bunch of random stuff, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, my storage is full. Of course it is! I guess it'll just take me some time to, talk of what I was doing, I guess. So, what was I doing, I guess? Well, first off, I actually been to a con, a little anime con. Actually, it's not little at all. It's one of the biggest anime cons in America, and that is Anime NYC. I was there, which has already happened. Like, oh my gosh, like it's already been like almost. I mean, it's been like 3 weeks. I was gonna say like a month, but 3 weeks I think it's been. So, yeah, it's quite long. I don't know even what to sell. What do I even sell? You know what? Maybe I shouldn't even buy anything. I feel like I'm just good. Maybe I should just equip stuff. But yeah, I went to the con. It was really fun. Of course, I want to get to the Tower of Valni. I was at like a concert and everything. It was really fun. I enjoyed my time. I actually have a new job at the time I'm thinking of this right now. Well, at the time this is going up, I do have a new job. And I'm probably working. No, I'm not working when this is going up. But I do have a new job, I guess, at the time of recording this, technically. But I don't know, whatever. I have a new job. Which is kind of exciting. A lot better than the previous job I had. So, thank goodness for that. But yeah, I'm gonna do Brave Lands, why not? But yeah, a lot has actually happened, yeah. New job. Other stuff going down, the con and all that good stuff. We like to see. We always liked having fun. I always like traveling. It's just always been like kind of a favorite thing for me to do, you know. Man, we do not have very many lances to go around, do we? Do you guys have any lances? No. Okay, let me go buy a lance real quick from this place, I guess. But yeah, I like traveling. I don't know if I ever said that here. I really do enjoy it a lot. Maybe I enjoy it too much. I spend a lot of money traveling and going to places where I probably should save my money. Heck, I don't even know I mentioned this either. I was in Japan earlier this year, and like back in March. So yeah, I I really do like traveling a lot. Even though I get homesick, I wouldn't say that easily, but I'm not really sure. Like, how homesick do I get, I guess, than other people? Because I could say like I get homesick pretty easily compared to other people, but at the same time I could say I'm not. I don't know. It's kind of a weird, I guess, like in between. You know, I'm gonna go Wyvern Slayer on Calm, I guess. I just want to get stocked up because this is gonna be kind of not that brutal. It's the tower. Probably do like a few episodes of the tower. Also, yeah. Wait, hold on. I just realized I did. Gosh damn, my storage got instantly filled up because of that. And I can't even like trade like that. Actually, I can't even take or give. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, let's go to supply. I'm just gonna take these things. I could be using those items right now, but I figured I probably just won't. Okay, let's do this. Maybe I should have done this off screen, but that's okay. Why not? Let's go through like my life, I guess. But yeah, you know, it's been all right. You know, probably not the most eventful life I should say I have. You know, I just said I traveled quite a bit this year already. But yeah, you know. Anyways, I think everyone else is pretty good at stack. Let's just go to the tower already. So, Tower of Valni, floor 1. Now we've already actually been here, and well, let's go pick our units here. So of course we got 8. Goodbye, Erica. Get out of here. Who do I want here? Man, who do I want? Actually, I want to take everyone up besides Ephraim. Who's like our top like 8 units? Molder's good for healing. He just has a bunch of tome or like staffs and stuff. But yeah, let's just take him anyways. Calm is also really good. Lou is kind of our main magic dealer. Franz is just really good. Why do you have a Lombo? Cormac is just very good. Garrick is also just very good. So we got 6. Who else wants to go? I feel like those are like the obvious 6 people who are just like really good. We'll take Calm and we'll take Vanessa, I guess? Archer's a good pick, but actually, let's have Garcia join us. Let's have these 8 come join us here. Franz, you can get rid of the longbow. You don't need that. Do I have a sword you can quick grab? I could give you the brave sword, but do I really want to give you the brave sword? Why not? I don't think we're gonna need it, especially in this tower and this run, so we should be a-okay. Anyways, let's just go ahead and fight. So yeah, we already done this, and honestly, actually, maybe I should have done that. Let's just take Cormac with the Killer Lance equipped. Let's have this one. And it's make him rush down the boss. So yeah, this stuff is very easy, at least in the tower. As you can see here, they are not gonna lay a finger on Cormac, no matter what they do. This is kind of when I wish we could actually, no, I was gonna say we can just skip the battle animations, but we can shorten them. Now when I say that, maybe I should have just went to short these battle animations. They're not as, like, we've seen these like plenty of times now. And since we're probably finished for the, or we are finished for the main game, but since we are done with the main game, we could probably just like, you know, do like the little short battle animations I showed off before. You know, we've seen these plenty of times. It just makes the videos go on like way longer and all that stuff. Sure, I could cut all this out, but not editing, by the way, because we don't screw editing, I guess. we do this in one go and one go only. If something bad happens, that's cool. Well, good Pierce effect. At least we get to see that, I guess. Anyways, I'm gonna drink some Mountain Dew Voltage, I guess, because, you know. Maybe I should bring some water down here, which I typically actually have, like a bottle of water down here in my room, but we don't have water, which kind of sucks. What else is happening? What can I else say? Tonight's the night of the Demon Slayer movie, so I'm gonna see that tonight. I know a lot of people love Demon Slayer. Funny enough, I actually haven't watched the anime the last 2 seasons, but I read the manga like years ago, so Yeah, I already know what happens. I won't spoil anything for you guys back at home. Okay, let's just get rid of it. Should we just use a... No, I kind of want to use this as the weapon. Let's just do it. Behold! Okay, that was probably just a waste of the legendary weapon for usage, but hey, it's funny. We still get a lot of experience from these guys since they are that certain enemy type. Core mag, level 9. HP, strength, and speed. Wow, that's a very good level up. Oh, wait a minute. We have to kill all these guys. I thought I was defeat the boss. I didn't pay attention to defeat the enemy. Gosh dang it. Well, Cormac's just gonna be using his legendary lance, I guess, to kill these guys. Live and learn, I guess. Okay, yeah, let's still turn the battle animations off, and I guess have everyone rush here and take out these guys. I don't know why. I like totally forgot. Like a massive like brain fart, I guess, did not look at the top of right of my screen and seeing what the objective is. Yeah, no, it's okay. Who cares if we use a legendary weapon on these like normal enemies that are really not a threat to us in the sneaking slightest. We do have Ephraim now, or we have Ephraim here just to if we want to go to our supply, we can. So hey, that's good. Okay, let's take care of these guys. I don't know how long this tower video will be. I'll probably do 2 episodes of tower since it's kind of like filler. So I'm not really expecting too many people to really watch the bonus episodes. It's actually just additional content after you beat the game. It's like totally optional, no main story stuff. I'll probably just talking to myself and just talking about like, oh, what am I doing today, or well, how's my life been? How's your life been? I don't know. But what other things are coming out? We got Sonic Crossworlds coming out soon. We got Trails out soon. Heck, we even got Silk Song, and that's been out for like a little over a week. Man, my gosh, like I think the last time I recorded a Fire Emblem video, we've heard nothing from Silk Song, and we haven't gotten a release date. That's just how big of a gap the last episode has been. Well, that's the floor 1 completed, and we'll proceed to the second floor. Now, this is new, but same kind of, I guess, plan here. A little bit longer, but the enemies are still not that strong. So, let's go through, steamroll our way through. We probably do like 3 floors, I guess, depending on how long these take, but shouldn't take too long since we do just one-shot these guys with like the most basic of weapons, like iron weapons and stuff. So like, yeah, they're not that strong at all. So let's just go waltz right in here. I guess Franz has a little bit of trouble killing with a steel blade, but and that. Eat my spear, you Skeletor. Okay. So let's just continue our way here. Get through this. But yeah, Sonic Crossworlds coming out. Trails of the Sky. The first chapter comes out. I never played the Trails game before. I played the demo, and let me just say 2 things about the demo. A, it was really good. I can't wait to play more of it. And I will be buying the game on release. That's a good level up, Garrick. HP, strength, and defense. And the game is... maybe I'm missing something, and maybe it's just because, oh, this is my first Trails game. But the game is surprisingly difficult. I had a couple game overs in the demo. In the last fight you do in the demo, I didn't get a game over, but my gosh, that was a tough fight. I was not expecting to be tough at all, but it was, which I probably should have expected it to be tough since everything else in the game was pretty tough. But yeah, maybe it's just me having to get used to the battle system, and maybe the early game just kind of brutal like that, because there is games where the early game is like probably the hardest portion or the hardest part of the game, and sometimes later on in the game it gets easier and easier. Kind of like what it is with Sacred Stones, honestly. A little bit like the beginning of the game, like you always have to worry about stuff, but once you get like really good units, you can just kind of just steamroll through like anything without making, you know, very careful decisions. I mean, of course I'm steamrolling right here because these enemies are just super weak, and we probably should have done this like a while back and all that jazz, but you know, as I said, I feel like it's just way better just doing this now than later. So yeah, okay. Let's get through you guys. Perfect. I wish these maps were... Oh, hey, like an iron bow. I wish these maps were just defeat the boss so I can go through it a little bit faster, but you know, I guess not. I might have like loot go up here and attack these guys or something. Franz as well with his like spear or something. Just attack him, the Minotaur. But yeah, very fun game by the way with Trails. The demo took me what 6.5 hours to beat. My gosh, was that a long demo? I think it was the longest demo to a game that I have played, and it really gives you a good... Gosh dang it, there's more. Okay, hold on, Garcia, you get down here. Call me, just help out deal with these guys. I didn't know there's actually reinforcements during this and the tower. I guess I'm not too familiar with the tower too much, because typically when I just beat the main game, I'm like, okay, that's it, you know, nothing else to see here. But there is rewards for the tower, and I think they're pretty like cool rewards to get to, so that's why we're doing it. Though there is certain or a few rewards that you get from the tower by completing it multiple times. Same thing with the ruins, you have to complete multiple times, like oh yeah, I complete the tower like 3 times to be able to get this. We're just gonna do it once through. I'll tell you guys in the later bonus episodes what those rewards are, so if you end up wanting to do it yourself, you can, but in this playthrough, I just want to do a 1 run and 1 run only. You get most of the rewards in this 1 run, I believe, anyways, so you're not really missing out too much for only doing 1 run, but hey, that's what I just want to do. And like said before, way back at like episode, it was like 12 or something, I went to the tower. Once you're in the tower, you cannot back out. I mean, well, you can, but you won't be able to say your progress through the tower. So once you go out, well, you gotta go back to floor 1, which is kind of sucky, but hey, it's a bit more of like a challenge. Be like, hey, you can't just, you know, go back and restock on stuff in your convoy or supply. But at least you have stuff in your supply. You should be just fine, like I do. So hey. And we are just barely getting any experience from these guys, except for like probably the bosses. We'll get some good experience like the last floor we did. What other stuff is coming out? I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, what am I freaking we're playing Fire Emblem. I totally forgot. A Nintendo Direct happened today, and the last thing that Nintendo Direct had was Fire Emblem. Is that Fortune's like, oh gosh, I don't even remember the game. It's like something Weave or something. I don't know. I forget actually. I already forgot the freaking title of the game. But what I do know, it's like a Fire Emblem Three Houses prequel, which takes place before the events of Three Houses, I think. Or it does, because we got like introduced to like Sothis, and she is not short in this game, and we got introduced to like more of like the relics and stuff that the characters fight with and all that jazz. I'm very happy because I love Fire Emblem being one of my favorite franchises, especially from Nintendo. So I'm super excited. I know some people are like, oh my gosh, Fire Emblem, C tier Direct, by the way. Nah, you know what, haters gotta hate, man. I'm gonna point fingers at my friends. They do not like, I don't think I have like, okay, I have like one other friend who likes Fire Emblem, but everyone else is like does not care for it or like hates it. And I'll say it, none of them has ever played a Fire Emblem game who say they don't like it. I feel like it's like a rule for me that I can't hate a game unless I have played it. So like, or at least played a decent chunk of it. And since they never even touched a Fire Emblem game and like, I don't like Fire Emblem, you can't even say that. You could say Fire Emblem doesn't interest you, I'll take that. But to say like, oh yeah, I don't like Fire Emblem, why? It's like, it just looks boring. How do you know that? You know? Maybe from your eyes, yeah, it looks boring, but you never even touched the game. So maybe it is really fun to you. You just never try it. But then again, I'm speaking to the same friends who want to buy every single COD game and every single Battlefield game that comes out. I kind of throw my friends under the bus, but I don't know. They need to pick some better games, I guess. So floor 3, kind of funny. There's a chest up there. Well, Spider! Elder Bale. I like that name. We got Bale and an Elder Bale. But yeah, I wish people, I know a lot of people kind of complain about Fire Emblem and all that stuff, and people are like, oh, that should have been the last game for the Direct. But like, what? Okay, from that direct, what do you think should have gotten the last spot if it wasn't Fire Emblem? Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what else deserved the last thing to be revealed in that direct besides Fire Emblem. Like, Fire Emblem is one of Nintendo's like big games to sell, especially if it's like a Three Houses prequel. Three Houses did very well in sales, and I really do enjoy Three Houses quite a bit. You know, I like the whole like lore of like the continent or the country you're in, Foldin. And I think that's like really cool. And like it's been like very subtle about things, so I'm glad that we're gonna get some more explanation about some certain like things of like how like the world has gotten to the way it is in Three Houses or whatever. Also, we're kind of like in a Roman like kind of theme for this game. It's like more like Roman. There's like chariots and crap. I'm like, what the heck? I'm all down for it. I'm like low-key like very excited for this game. More excited than I was for Engage. Because Engage, while I don't think Engage was bad, I really do like the gameplay from Engage. Like the Emblem rings were really fun, but I don't know, after a while you become like super duper freaking broken, and it's just like, okay. And the story to Engage wasn't as interesting to me as Three Houses story was, so that's another thing I just want to say. Three Houses had a way better story. And while I do like the whole like multiple routes things in Three Houses, I kind of hope they don't do like a bunch of routes in this new one, because that means I have to replay the game a lot. And I do like Fire Emblem, but playing the game like that many times in a row just to get all like the lore and all the paths and the cutscenes and all that stuff kind of sucks. I just get burnt out like very quickly, you know, especially since the first part of Three Houses is the same for every part, or for every route, my bad. So you can kind of see why I'm like, okay, the first part is always like very just like, ugh, like, come on, we get it. But the second part is like new for all the routes. But yeah, you can kind of see why I'm like, okay, enough is enough. You know, it's kind of annoying just to get through all of this. I had to even like take a break. I've done like the first like couple routes, and then I had to like take a break because I'm like, I'm just burnt out. So kind of sucks, but you know, I know you can skip all the cutscenes and whatnot, but man, it still takes a hot second to get through all of it and all the battling and all that. But still liked it, still enjoyed it. It's just I kind of hope they don't do it again, but I'm still very excited for it. What else about Nintendo Direct that interests me, at least? Other than that, there's not been a whole lot in this Nintendo Direct that I was like, oh wow, to me. One thing that did get my attention wasn't even like the game itself, even though I do want the game. New Kirby Air Riders game. I'm definitely gonna buy that. But it's the amiibos they got. The Kirby Air Riders amiibos are really cool, and I have not bought an amiibo. Oh gosh, I'm looking at my amiibo shelf right now. I'm like, okay, what's the last amiibo I bought? And I honestly couldn't tell you. After I'm getting HP and what was that? Defense there? I was like, I looked away or looked right back at the screen at the last second there. Who was my last amiibo? It might have been Wolf, because Wolf is like one of the more popular characters I play in the game, and he didn't have an amiibo for Smash 4. Now, when Smash 4 was a thing, and you know, yeah, I was crazy for those bad boys. You know, I love buying amiibos and training with them and all that other jazz. But now it's just like, eh. But the Kirby Air Riders amiibos, like you could take like Kirby off of like the star, the Warp Star or whatever it's called, the ride. You know what I'm talking about. And then put them on the other one that the Wild D was riding. And they're gonna make even more of these amiibos, and I'm just like, oh, that is so sick. You could trade them, of course, because Sakurai. But I thought that was like really cool. I'm like, okay, that definitely got my attention. But other than that, it's like, what other like cool things? I'm like, wow. I mean, we have a Mario Galaxy movie. I've seen the first one. I liked it. I didn't say like, oh my gosh, like best movie ever, but like, I liked it. It wasn't bad. It was pretty good. And Mario Galaxy movie, sign me up. Why not? Pretty good. All right. So we can proceed to the next floor here, and this is floor 4. I believe there's 5 floors. So we're almost done here, but we can now use Kaliak. So this is the first reward you're able to get here. And this is why, of course, if you play this game, you know, or if you do the tower during the actual main game, I don't believe you can unlock Kaliak. I think you have to be in creature campaign, so the post game, to unlock them. So if you go to pick units, by the way, I just realized, yeah, we could change our units up between times, or between floors. But we go down here, we got Kaliak. Look at him. So you get a silver axe and a tomahawk. He pretty much just has what he has when you fought him, and a Hoplin guard. So we get another one of these things, which is kind of crazy if you ask me. So we could just give some of this stuff to him and then get another guard. I think Archer has one of them, so kind of nice. Not only get a nice unit that was unplayable during the main story, but you also get some cool other rewards that they just have, like weapons and stuff, like the Hoplin guard, where you only had one of those, and then, well, here you go, the second one. So we're going to be getting more and more of these rewards as we progress through the tower and in the ruins, but I believe this is a good stopping point in this floor at least. We got 2 more floors. We'll be able to finish this off in the next episode, but as you can see here, we were kind of split up into 2 groups here, one on the bottom and one on the top. And yeah, so I guess next time on Fire Emblem Sacred Stones, well, we conquer the 4th floor of Tower of Valni and the 5th floor. See you guys till next time.